நண்பர்களே, எனது வணக்கங்கள். இந்த பக்தி சிந்தனா சேனலின் மூலம் தங்களுடன் என்னுடைய இன்றைய பக்தி சிந்தனைகளை பகிர்ந்து கொள்வதில் மிகவும் பெருமிதமும் மகிழ்ச்சியும் கொள்கிறேன். இன்றைய பக்தி சிந்தனா சேனலின் காணொளி சாய்ஸ் என்னவென்றால் ஸ்ரீமத் பகவத்கீதா எவிஷன். நாம் முந்தைய வீடியோக்களின் மூலம் ஸ்ரீமத் பகவத்கீதாவில் சாப்டர் 1, அதாவது அர்ஜுன விஷாத யோகத்தில் அனைத்து ஸ்லோகங்களையும் முழுமையாக கண்டு சாப்டர் 2 சாங்கிய யோகத்தில் 30 ஸ்லோகங்களை விரிவுரையுடன் ஆராய்ந்து அறிந்தோம். இன்றைய வீடியோவில் நாம் சாங்கிய யோகம் ஸ்லோகம் எண் 31 40 வரை காண இருக்கிறோம். பகவத்கீதை என்னும் இந்த யோக முறை முதலில் சூரிய தேவனுக்கு சொல்லப்பட்டதாகவும் சூரிய தேவன் அதை மனுவிற்கும் மனு இக்ஷ்வாகுவிற்கும் விளக்கியதாக அர்ஜுனனிடம் ஸ்ரீ பகவான் கூறுகிறார். இவ்விதமாக ஒருவர் பின் ஒருவராக சீட பரம்பரையில் இந்த யோக முறை வந்து கொண்டிருந்தது. காலப்போக்கில் இது மறைந்து விட்டதால் குருக்ஷேத்திர போர்க்களத்தில் இப்போது அர்ஜுனனுக்கு உபதேசிக்க வேண்டியதாயிற்று. தனது நண்பனும் பக்தனும் ஆனதால் இந்த பரம ரகசியத்தை அர்ஜுனனிடம் உரைப்பதாக ஸ்ரீ பகவான் கூறுகின்றார். ஆனால் ஸ்ரீமத் பகவத்கீதை பகவானின் பக்தர்களுக்கான நூல் என்பதே இதன் உள்ளுரையாகும். எனவே இந்த பக்தி சிந்தனா சேனலின் மூலம் நாம் பக்தியை வளர்த்து கொண்டு ஸ்ரீ பகவானின் அருளுக்கு பாத்திரர்கள் ஆவோமாக. இன்றைய வீடியோ எண் 46க்கு தங்களை அன்போடு வரவேற்கிறேன். ஸ்ரீ பகவான் சாங்கிய யோகம் 2:31 ஸ்லோகம் முதல் 2:40 ஸ்லோகங்கள் வரை நமக்கு எத்தகைய வாழ்க்கை தத்துவங்களை உணர்த்துகிறார் என்பதை காண்போம். வாரீர். ஸ்லோகம் எண் 2:31. स्वधर्मभिसावेक्ष्य न विकम्पितुमर्हसि धर्म्यार्ति युद्धात् श्रेयोस्न्यक्षत्रियस्य न विद्यते. ஸ்வதர்மத்தை பார்க்கையில் நீ உள்ளம் நடுங்குதல் ஆகாது. அறப்போரை விட வேறு பெருமை மன்னனுக்கு இல்லை. So far it was explained about Paramarthika, that is how affection affects man's behavior. Now Vyavakara Dasayam, that is perfect duty of a man, is briefed. No dereliction of duty. Sri Bhagavan speaks, when we see Swadharma, that is sympathy towards each other, also you need not have any fear and don't be nervous. There is no fame and speciality for a king other than fighting for making dharma to stand. Here, for a king, dharma is precious than his jiva, that is life. By going for a war like this, dharma is protected. By avoiding such wars, only adharma goes high. So, a king who is making adharma to go high is not at all a king. A man who is not going by ways of dharma and making adharma in his ways will not get shreyas, that is fame, and he will go down from his status. Out of all great things which gives shreyas to a man is swadharma. For anybody who is eligible well for any karma which suits him, that karma is called swadharma. If a man gets proper time called ankalam, that is appropriate time, the next sloka explains how he should utilize that time properly. ஸ்லோகம் எண் 2:32. யத்ருச்சயா சோபபன்னம் ஸ்வர்கத்வாரமபாப்ருதம் சுகினக க்ஷத்ரியாக பார்த்தலபந்தே யுத்தமீத்ருஷமீத்ருஷம். ஹே பார்த்தா, இந்த யுத்தம் தற்செயலாய் நிகழ்ந்தது. இது ஸ்வர்கவாயில் போன்றது. இந்த போரில் பாக்யவான்கள் எனப்படுபவர்கள் க்ஷத்ரியர்களே. அவர்களே இந்த யுத்த பலத்தை பெறும் பேறு பெற்றவர்களாகிறார்கள். Sri Bhagavan speaks, Hey Partha, this yuddha has happened unfortunately and it is like Swargadwara, that is way to Swarga which is opened. So in this yuddha, the Bhagyavans, that is Kshatriyas, are the only people who are attaining this yuddha phala. There is an ankalam in every man's life. One should learn to run his life by doing his duty perfectly without any deviation. It is just like sailing a boat into a river, running in opposite direction, which is very difficult. Then there may be a situation in which cyclonic storm arises. Water in a river runs just in opposite direction to the boat, but this stormy weather helps this boat to run in that river water. Even without having supporting sticks, this boat runs towards its destination because it has a supportive wind. Only thing is they have to open its wings like mats that is Nanguram for stopping it. In a small action, a great work is done. This is the Ankalam, that is good time which comes to one's life unfortunately. So this Ankalam has come to Arjuna now. He is now relieved from Vanavasa Dukkhas and sorrows, and it has come to an end. So it is enough if he does his duty with little more efforts. It is the time for him in which both the heaven and earth, victory and success are voluntarily going to come towards him. In this situation, a doubt and mental confusion about Kshatriya Dharma is not at all required. Like this, Ankalam may happen to all humans once in their lifetime. One who knows to utilize this opportunity is only getting all shreyas, that is name and fame, etc. When Ankalam knocks the door, if a person doesn't utilize this Ankalam properly, the next sloka explains the ill effects of it. Slokam 2:33. Adachettvamimam dharmyam sangramam na karishyasi tadaga swadharmam kirtim sahitva papam avapsyasi. தர்மயுத்தமாகிய இதனை செய்யாவிட்டால் அதனால் நீ ஸ்வதர்மத்தையும் புகழையும் இழந்து பாவத்தை அடைவாய். Sri Bhagavan speaks, if you are not doing this dharma yuddha, due to this you will lose your swadharma, that is quality of nature, and kirti, that is fame, and attain only the status of papa. One who is doing adharma is going down in his life, and one who is not doing dharma, which has come as his duty at appropriate time, is attaining still more very bad status in his life. A bad status which has come due to not performing the duty at appropriate time is bigger than the bad status which has arisen due to performing duty which is inappropriate. As kirti, that is fame, follows the properly led life in this world, improper life also attracts apakirti. The next sloka explains how it is going to be. Slokam 2:34. Akirtinchapi bhutani katayishyanti desvyayam sambhavidasya chakirtir maranadatirishyate. மானிடர்கள் எப்போதும் உன்னை இகழ்ந்து பேசுவார்கள். போற்றுதலுக்குரிய ஒருவன் தூற்றப்படுவது இறப்பதைக் காட்டிலும் கேவலமேயாகும். Sri Bhagavan speaks, humans would speak ill of you, that is bad of you forever. A person who is always to be praised for his quality should not fall in this situation of getting bad name from everybody, which is worse than his death. All animals always have a feeling that they have to be alive even when whatever happens in their life. But a brave man knows to live well and also to give away his life as well. As this brave man comes forward to give away his life happily, his name and fame gets spreaded all over the world. A person who is begging for his life from a person who is making him fall under his feet by attacking him with his legs is how much a bad situation. But it is worse than the above situation if a person is still alive after getting all bad names from everybody. So people in this world who are naturally having a habit of cursing others do it with whatever words which comes to their mind. The next sloka explains how it happens. Slokam 2:35. भयात्रणा तु भरतं वंस्यन्ते त्वां महारथाः येषां च त्वं बहुमतो भूत्वा यास्यसि லாகவம். அச்சத்தால் யுத்தத்திலிருந்து நீ பின்வாங்கினாய் என்று உன்னிடம் தோல்வியடைந்த மகாரதர்கள் நினைப்பார்கள். எவரிடம் நீ பெருமை அடைந்திருந்தாயோ அவரிடம் சிறுமை அடைவாய். Maharathas, that is people who were defeated once by Arjuna, may think that due to extreme fear you have backed away from war. People from whom you have got all praising words and fame, etc., will now spoil your image. A necessity arises for Duryodhana and his group of people, Janmachatru to Arjuna, to praise Arjuna's parakrama, that is strength. So far they praised Arjuna, that he is a person who fought with Mahadeva and received Pasupatastra, a great astra, but they have a bad thinking in their mind that Arjuna is to be killed by them in any one way. In this situation, if Arjuna doesn't take up war, they will not think that due to his affection towards them, he backed away from war, but they will hurt that only due to extreme fear about them, he ran away from war. With whatever words they praised Arjuna, will now become the words which will hurt him. After getting these words, it can't be substantiated with anything in any way. So, fear is not a beauty to a brave man like Arjuna. It is an open agreed statement that people who have fear will not be useful for anything. Now, for the sake of fear, doing something now which will create a worrying situation tomorrow is not suitable for Arjuna. So, how some other ways of using sarcastic words will take its many different forms are explained in the next sloka. ஸ்லோகம் எண் 236. அவாச்ய வாத்ரவாதாம் ச பகுன் வதிஷ்யந்தி தவாஹிதாக நிந்தந்தஸ்தவ சாமர்த்தியம் ததோ துக்கதரம் நுகிம். உன் பகைவர்கள் உன் திறமையை பழித்துச் சொல்லக்கூடாத சுடுசொற்களை கூடுவார்கள், நீ கேட்கக்கூடாது. அவற்றை கேட்பதை விட பெருந்துயரம் துன்பம் வேறு என்ன இருக்கின்றது? Sri Bhagavan speaks. Then your Shatrus will speak bad of your skills and further speak with all hurting words which are not to be heard. Is there any bigger sadness than this for you? If a person is affected in any way, the situation in his life also suddenly gets changed. The people who have praised Arjuna so far will not hesitate now to speak bad of him. What Arjuna possessed was purposeful fame, that is, everyone can find truth in it. Because for everyone, when they think of him, fear will automatically enter into their mind. Here, Partha's entry in the war field with all strength and energy made all enemies to lose their happiness. Now, in this situation, if Arjuna goes back from this war, there is a chance for enemies in getting back their happiness. Now, even they will create a Vyakhyanam, that is, questioning for what they praised about Arjuna. They will even speak with hurting words which an ordinary person can't hear. In this circumstance, Arjuna's decision to go back from war is not at all good for him, and it is a wrong decision. Because of this, even Arjuna's manliness, vairagya and virya, that is strength, will get affected. Apart from the numerous speaking words from various sources may hurt him permanently without giving him any relaxation. So why he should invite all these hurts, damaging words and sorrows voluntarily? For Arjuna's argument that taking up war is a very big loss, we shall see what is the Bhagavan's reply in the next sloka. ஸ்லோகம் எண் 237. ஹதோ வா பிராப்ஸ்யசி ஸ்வர்க்கம் ஜித்வா வா போக்ஷ்யசே மஹீம் தஸ்மாத் துத்திஷ்ட கௌந்தேய யுத்தாய கிருத்தனிச்சய. யுத்தத்தில் இறந்தால் நீ விண்ணுலகத்தை பெறுவாய், அதாவது மோட்சத்தை பெறுவாய். இந்த யுத்தத்தில் வென்றால் நீ இம்மண்ணுலகை ஆண்டு அனுபவிப்பாய். ஹே குந்தியின் புத்திரனே, ஆகையால் இந்த போர் செய்ய உறுதியோடும் ஊக்கத்தோடும் எழுந்திரு. Sri Bhagavan speaks. If died in war, you can attain Svargaloka, that is moksha. If you win this war, you can rule this earth and enjoy the victory. So Kaunteya, that is Kunti's son, for taking up the war, stand up with all strength and energy. So far, after explaining all about the effects of not taking up the war, the greatness which Arjuna is going to achieve after taking up the war are explained now. Dharma Yuddha will always give only happiness in this birth as well as in the next birth, and it will not give sadness. So, who will miss such a kind of an opportunity which has come automatically to him? It was said that when we see Laukika life, that is worldly life of Arjuna, also his initial worries and then taking a decision for not to take up war, etc., is not suitable for him. Now, with what mentality he should work and do his duty, and if he does so, it will become a yoga sadhana, that is way to attain the final stage of yoga, and all comes in the next sloka. ஸ்லோகம் எண் 238. சுக துக்கே சமே கிருத்வா லாபா லாபோ ஜயா ஜயௌ ததோ யுத்தாய யுஜ்யஸ்வ நைவம் பாபம் அவாப்ஸ்யசி. நீ இன்பம், துன்பம், லாபம், நஷ்டம், வெற்றி, தோல்வி ஆகியவைகளை சமமாக எண்ணி யுத்தத்தை தொடங்கு, அதனால் நீ பாவம் அடைய மாட்டாய். Sri Bhagavan speaks. Treat all happiness and sorrows, labha, that is profit, and nashta, loss, success and failure equally, and take up the war, due to which you will not attain papa. It is a nature of all pamaras, that is people of this world, to take happiness in labha, that is profits, and jaya, that is success, which always gives sukha, and feel sad in nashta, loss, and abhajaya, that is failures, which always gives dukkhas. Those who wants to correct themselves from this attitude should take everything equally, as likes and dislikes are the main cause for fixing a man with karma. So when you do karma without having attachment over karma and karma phala, old karmas are reduced and no new karma is included. This manobhava, that is mental status, will pave a marga, that is way for mukti. Karma yogi is also doing the same karma as is done by a person attached very much with worldly pleasures. But a big difference is there only in their manobhava. So on seeing the manobhava only, we can know which one is bandhapasa, that is attachment with relations, and which one is true mental status without worldly attachments, etc. ஸ்லோகம் 239. ஏஷா தேபிஹிதா சாங்கே புத்திர் யோகே த்விமாம் ஸ்ருணு புத்தியா யுக்தோ யயா பார்த்த கர்ம பந்தம் பிரகஸ்யசி. இதுவரை உமக்கு ஆத்ம தத்துவத்தை பற்றி அறிவு புகட்டப்பட்டது. இப்போது ஹே பார்த்தா, இனி யோகத்தை பற்றி கேள். நீ யோக புத்தியை பெறுவாயானால் இந்த கர்மபந்தத்திலிருந்து விடுபடுவாய். Sri Bhagavan speaks. So far, knowledge about Atma Tattva was taught to you. Now, Partha, hear something about yoga. If you get yoga buddhi, you will get relieved from yoga bandha. That is karma bandha. This Atma Tattva was taught in sloka numbers 11 to 30. Here, yoga information would be taught in sloka numbers 40, 41 and 45, 53. Sankhya is one among 6 darshanas. It is written by Kapila Muni. Sankhya means total. Prakriti and Purusha both together forms 25 tattvas is its meaning. But here what Sri Bhagavan says about Sankhya is Vichara, that is question about Atma Jnana. Then here what we mean yoga is only Karma Yoga. In every Kala Jnana and Shastra, Tattva Vichara or Upapati, theory, and Anushtana, practice, are two amsas, that is forms. The first one makes buddhi, tattva, to go into mind, and the other one makes this tattva into practice. A housemaker, that is building contractor, learns the information about house construction very well. This is called tattva vichara. Then accordingly he constructs the house. This is called anushtanam. Vichara and anushtanam makes themselves useful with each other. One who gets good information will make anushtanam, practice properly, and when he practices it again and again, this tattva gets stored in the mind clearly. Here Sri Bhagavan called this tattva vichara as Sankhya and its anushtana, practice, as yoga. So gathering information on truth about life and practicing it both together will render great benefit. Here many people works without gathering information. Some people may take it to mind but will not bring it in action. So gathering information and bringing it in action should go close together. Now for a doubt, if Karma Yoga is not fully accomplished, whether that is only a loss, an answer comes in the next sloka. Slogam எண் 240. नेहाभिग्रम नाशोऽस्ति प्रद्यवायो न विद्यते स्वल्पमप्यस्य धर्मस्य द्रायते மகதோ பயாத். இத்தகைய யோகத்தை செய்வதால் உன்னுடைய முயற்சிகள் எதுவும் வீண் போவதில்லை, குற்றம் ஒன்றும் வராது. இதை சிறிது பழகினாலும் இது உன்னை பெரும் அச்சத்திலிருந்து காப்பாற்றும், உன்னை எப்போதும் பாதுகாப்பாக வைத்திருக்கும். ஸ்ரீ பகவான் ஸ்பீக்ஸ். While doing this, there is no efforts lost in this. Even if it is practiced a little, this will protect and save you from a great fear. If a house owner has not covered the house with top ceiling, then there is no use in constructing this house, and all his efforts made so far would be of no use. Likewise, if an agriculturist has not arranged for picking the grains from rice fields, etc., the efforts made by him so far is a total loss. But Karma Yoga Anushtana is not like this. As we get that much quantum of energy from the food taken by us for that particular day, we will get benefit according to the Karma Yoga Anushtana. If a person takes medicines not in accordance with the prescriptions, that medicine, instead of curing the disease, will react to the body as poison, which will make him dead. But we need not worry and doubt whether such a fault will occur in practice of yoga. Even if you practice a little, it will show the Atma Swarupa, and one who knows Atma Swarupa is getting relieved from the great Janana Marana fear. Those who bring both Sankhya and Yoga in practice regularly in their lifetime, a great benefit would come to them, and the next sloka explains about that benefit. நண்பர்களே, ஸ்ரீமத் பகவத்கீதையின் ஸ்லோகங்களை உரையுடன் படித்து அறிந்து ஒத்துழைப்பு நல்கியதற்கு மிக்க நன்றி. தேங்க்யூ ஆல்.